We know the game and we're gonna play it. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Chrono Trigger. Last time, we saved the forest in the Middle Ages, causing it to flourish even as far as the present time. But it's only got about 1,000 years to live unless we do something about the bigger picture, so today, let's change the music. That's better. Today, we make history by doing something about Lavos. As a refresher, because it's been a while, there are 3 ways of challenging Lavos that all have different effects on things going forward. These choices are yours and yours alone. As it stands, doesn't matter what side quests were cleared, what choices were made, as long as Chrono has died and come back to life, you qualify for the 100% ending. First off, you could take the easiest option by crashing the epic into Lavos' body. This skips the boss rush, where Lavos imitates all the bosses throughout the ages, goes right to the real fight. Of course, by doing this, you've sacrificed the epic, and it will not appear in any ending that you get. No new timelines are created, whichever one you're currently on will just get along without it. Option number 2 is jumping into the good old bucket we learned to be afraid of so long ago, and challenging Lavos the good old-fashioned way. This results in doing the full fight, boss rush and all. If this is your option, it's not like crashing in the epic where anything's going to be absent from the ending. It'll just be what it is. As a tip, if this sounds like it's right for you, bring Chrono in the party. You should be doing that anyway, unless you're doing some kind of challenge run, because Chrono is overpowered as crap, but a lot of bosses in particular are weak to Chrono's attacks. There's Masa and Mune being weak to the Wind Slash, there's Nizbel being weak to lightning and having to do that to lower his defenses. You'll just have a much less tedious time by bringing in Chrono, because even if we're as high level as we are, some of those earlier bosses can take an eternity to take out if you don't have their weakness. You obviously can't have a completely optimal party that is the weakness of every boss, but Chrono is most frequently the weakness of the really annoying ones. The third option is the most difficult. The Black Omen is the conduit to Lavos and the very thing that granted Queen Zeal eternal life. If you want resolution on everything that happened in Zeal Kingdom and to stick it to Zeal where it hurts, you know, wrecking the thing that makes somebody alive, that would hurt pretty bad. It's the Black Omen. That's what we're doing here today. In 2300 AD, if you attempt to enter the Black Omen, behold the almighty Lavos reigns. Pitiful creatures, all your struggling is for nothing. The almighty Lavos has already drained the life force from this planet. You get a consolation battle against all of these things that are very annoying and take up their turns unless you're quick in the menus, like I apparently am. I didn't think I was being that fast, but you say so, I'll take it. Good experience points. Chrono got a level up. Oh, Lifeline triple tech. Exactly what I wanted to unlock. You can't go in. It is firmly sealed. It's a known fact that it takes bad guys exactly 14,300 years to think of the brilliant plan of locking their doors so the heroes can't get to them. So we'll go to the present time, and I guess not have to fight these guys anymore. Since this is a pretty big deal, here's the equipment that I have chosen to go with. I made a last-minute switch to the party after realizing some things. On Chrono, we have the Rainbow, his ultimate weapon, granting a critical hit rate of 70%. The Guardian Helm, which G knew it did a really good job guarding his life the last time he needed it, gives 1/3 resistance to all physical attacks. Status immunity in the form of the Nova Armor, which is a good piece of equipment on him. And because the Rainbow has a 70% critical hit rate, I figured the Wrath Band was born to be on Chrono. We're bringing back the original strategy all that time ago that I relied on so much at the beginning of the journey for the end of the journey. I'm a big fan of this setup, and a big part of the reason why we did all those side quests was due to the amount of status immunity equipment that they provide. We needed that in order to deal with the Mega Mutant without making it so difficult, and that's why I wanted to show you that before we went and did all those quests so you would see the value in it. Ayla does not need any stinking weapon. Between this and eating dirt, cavemen were very economical. Prismatic Helm to give her status immunity. The Ruby Armor, no. I want the Zodiac Cape on her to give her even more defense, just because we're not using Marl right now. And the Rage Band, she can have the Rage Band. She's good at countering. Luca, given the Wonder Shot another attempt, because it actually seemed kind of interesting when I used it last. Prismatic Helm for status immunity, of course. Taban's suit, because why not? And the Prism Spectacles are better than the sunglasses she had before, granting boost to all of her attacks. That together with the Wonder Shot, more often than not, she should be hitting pretty strongly. That's it for now. Let's play. Fools, have you not learned your lesson? We are made immortal! We shall live forever with Lavos, who feasts upon this planet from within. Now he rests and gathers strength, but in a mere 999 years, he will emerge to rain destruction upon the earth and crown himself its king. The Black Omen is the path which leads to Lavos. It is a conduit through which our limitless power flows. As long as the almighty Lavos reigns, your dreams are all for naught. Sacrifice yourself to Lavos and fulfill the only purpose left to you! It's the very silly named Mega Mutant that we have seen once before. Starting off the fight, charm his ass head! That's what I have written in my notes. I like that very much. Whoa, Chrono! Seem to be saying that a lot. By charming his ass head, we get the Vigilance Hat, another one of those things, so extra good equipment there. Not having to pay 50,000 G for it. That's pretty nice. And Flare is really powerful as well. If you do not have pure debuff immunity, what I would suggest doing during this fight is any kind of confusion immunity. You can get pieces of equipment that resist that otherwise. Obtain an elixir from the main part of it. Mutant Gas Sleep. He does do other status ailments. I just find that Confuse is by far the most annoying one to have to heal off constantly. So that's not bad. As you can see, he doesn't really hurt that badly if you've got everything taken care of. Here we're gonna do Blaze Kick. This is a dual tech that we learned back during Robo's Quest, and I just simply didn't notice that they had learned it, and I've been waiting to use it for the... Well, I'm gonna be waiting to use it even longer. Sheesh. Wow, you were very disappointing. Gatling Kick. We have yet another one to show off, okay. As we go forward, he was just simply the gatekeeper. He's meant to keep you out and let you know that this place is gonna be really hard. I've been saying that I wanted the alluring top on Ayla for a while just because I've been annoyed at how much her charm has been failing. So we'll give her that, give it some gas, and move onward. Nothing here, nothing there, okay. Nothing anywhere. You two. Shieldsman, okay. They're pretty much the same enemy that we had fought before, where all that time ago they just simply die in one hit if their shields are down, but they counterattack you if their shields are up and aren't likely to die. Obtain a muscle ring from that one. When you really think about it with how roundy these shields are, maybe they're just giant rings they're wearing. He tried to inflict lock, but missed. I love debuff immunity. Ayla, if you'd be so kind. Has to show him that alluring top. They're the bad guys. It makes sense for them to be so piggish. And if they could, you know, maybe do something any moment now, maybe I could do lightning too on them, actually. Oh, hello. As soon as I get impatient with you, that's when you show yourself. Give me another muscle ring. Okay. And, oh, that's a triple stack. Okay. Maybe we'll save the Blaze Kick for the other guy just for sake of showing off. There's so many techs still yet to show off, and I'm gonna try to get all of them in before the end. I don't know if I will be able to, but I will try. Come on. At this rate, Chrono's just gonna counterattack you to death. Hello! Should not have opened the door when I came a knocking. Blaze Kick! She turns into a Blaziken, hitting about as hard as 1-2, over 3,000 fire damage. This from a dual tech. So good. Strongest magical attacker and strongest physical attacker together, working together, that's a dangerous combination. That all you got, Zeal? What next? Oh, okay. Made sure of a few things, didn't end up switching out the party. Let's go into it. These are Martello. Sounds like a happy, cheerful little Italian man. Yes. I suddenly sound like Count Dracula. Thank God that didn't kill. They have simple laser attacks that hit in straight lines. Chrono, cool it. Bro, you're gonna have to cool it a little. Okay, we gotta show what these enemies have on them. That is a turbo ether. Pretty helpful item right there. And you wanna know what excites me beyond excitement? If that was the dual tech, let's see what the triple tech does. 3,835 damage. Actually not as impressive as I thought it would be, but still a damn powerful attack no less. Combines lightning 2, fire 2, and triple kick to create shadow magic. I wasn't really caring about healing too much against this regular enemy. Sorry, Chrono. Just seems to be a theme of our adventure that you have to be dead. I just wanted to show that Marl's cure actually didn't heal Chrono for all of his HP for the very first time. Does that mean I think Cure 2 is worth it now? Nah. I'm gonna say up front, practically every enemy in the Black Omen is worth charming, but I just don't want to have Ayla in every single last fight because it's kind of other people's fights too. So I'm just gonna show you on screen what these guys drop. First off, a new triple tech. They learned the Lifeline triple tech, 15 MP from both Chrono and Marl. This uses both Raise and Arise together with Robo's Laser Spin to put an aura on the entire party that lets them ignore death one time. That auto-revive that you get from the Green Dream, this is that in the form of a tech and on everyone. It's great. And these guys, in their adorable little pink swim trunks that makes them look a lot less threatening than they might otherwise, they have quite funny faces. These are Fang Beasts. They absorb light and shadow magic and are capable of inflicting confuse. When regular enemies have a status that dangerous, you can see why I wanted to go around and get all of that equipment. Not just the Mega Mutant is dangerous. Thinking Ice 2 could be a good way to spread some damage all around. They have a lot of HP, like around 3,000 or so. It can take a while to take out a couple of them. Proximity Bomb. Oh, Proximity Bomb will hit both of you. Okay, I don't get to do that tech enough, and we're kind of working on Robo getting his last single tech here, so sure. Besides what we already know, the Hurricane is non-elemental magic, and they also can drop your HP in half. And there they go. It's like I know how to call them. Just die already, sheesh. I have how much attack and you're still standing? Shouldn't be annoyed so much as I am impressed. 30 TP, obtain an elixir, Marl gets a level up, and so does Robo. He says all that, then switches Ayla back in. We go back up, and oh, hello. New enemies! Again, we're 3 for 3 now. We'll take out the Martello, and you won't be singing so happy anymore. These are Synchronites. They have shadow magic in the form of a beam. Oh yeah, it's 352. I kind of miss how strong the critical damage was from the other weapon, but I'm sure I'll get over it. That gives a golden earring that raises max HP up, so there's just a lot of equipment-based things that get dropped by all sorts of enemies. Maybe we could just do the Twister to be fancy. Really like being fancy. Whenever we're taking on our bad guys for the very last time, it just feels good to show off, you know? Only other noteworthy thing is, yep, they're regular enemies with a status ailment. This time it's stop. All right, soften them up a little. Softening up metal's not easy, you know. You should be impressed. And my decision to go into the Black Omen in 1000 AD when it's technically in all-time periods, that was a conscious choice. I recommend that you enter it in 1000 AD as well. I'll explain later, but trust me, it is very much in your best interest to fight it in this time period and not any other. They drop turbo ethers normally. No need to even charm them for that. Nice. And a save point. Oh, this room already. I am not risking this. Chrono, take a power glove. Ayla, okay, you don't have anything to counter on. Okay, good, just the way I like it. I am not about to get stressed out over this. I do not have that in me. I'm learning a lot about my limits lately. Ayla should absolutely charm these panel enemies. They're, I guess, a little on the tough side. Robo, you should definitely be on healing duty, because wow, that hit me a little faster than I thought it would. Heal beam? Yes, heal beam. Charming these. Speed capsule. Anytime you see any of these approaching, always 100% absolutely, don't care how sick you are of seeing her butt. Okay. Don't care how absolutely sick of seeing her you are. Put her in. The fact that you can get speed capsules from them is amazing. These enemies also don't respawn, so they are still a finite resource, even though we finally run into a regular enemy that gives them. Just be careful. Make sure to look ahead before totally stepping forward. Take it slow. Maybe even enable, well, okay, maybe it didn't need to be that dramatic, though. I was about to say maybe enable walk if you're really that nervous, though, but come on. Just be sensible about it and you should be fine. Falcon Strike should be a pretty good way to use up these 2 turns right up next to each other. You know what, actually, Chrono can get in an attack before it comes around, though, because they'll both get their turn right around the same time as they both have double star speed. Yeah, perfect. And apparently she's... Oh, she doesn't have enough MP! Crap, 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 crap! Okay, never mind. Just abort mission, go big, or go home. And I'd rather not be the one going home. We'll just hit them around more. They have laser attacks. They attack with light and shadow. Very simple. The most notable thing about them is easily the shield capsule. And yep, after felling them, they're gone for good. Speed capsules. How about they go to the best girl who went ahead and charmed them? And before you make any arguments, hey, does your best girl give you free speed capsules? I didn't think so. Okay. Just wanted to be careful when moving onward. Hello, 2 more of them. Yeah, even moving slow, it's kind of not good. I'd recommend that you have Ayla in your party a lot, even if I'm going to try to not to. First off, give me charm number 1. Chrono, you just go ahead and attack the same one that she's charming this turn. It should definitely work with the alluring top on. I've yet to see it fail once, and I'm pretty sure that assures that it works every time. Yeah, it seems like it. And there's a double tech between Ayla and Robo. I'm not sure that we have seen yet. It's Spin Kick. This is just merely a powerful physical attack that puts their physical strength together. Can be a good attack. I don't think we saw it back all that time ago when we learned it. I'm not 100% sure about all these. I'm just trying really hard to showcase every single tech, so if I do kind of repeat information from earlier, it's a lot. I am a huge fan of the fact that this game actually plays with the idea of fusion attacks, essentially, where you can put together any combination and every party has unique attributes. I think that's a really great idea that not enough RPGs do. I understand why. It's a ton of work to do fusion, but this does it phenomenally, and it does it without having to create tons and tons of visual assets while still making them interesting. They do a lot with a little. It goes a long way, and it just makes every party feel special. I did not need to do that tech. That was not the tech I meant to select. Fine, sure, we'll do less damage than a regular attack while spending MP on it, sure. Cleave it out of the wall? Which is exactly what he did, it's dead. Robo's a good boy who deserves these. He's becoming more of a speed demon lately, coming a lot more into his own. He can have them. Also, somehow in my notes, when telling myself to use Spin Kick with Robo and Ayla, I misspelled Ayla as anal. Okay. Oh. Wow, we're just seeing all of the important enemies. They might not look like anything right away. Oh, it makes a little sound when it blinks. It's so cute. For a freaky eyeball mutant, that is. They might not look like anything right away, but trust me, they are. First off is Watcher. These are your bog standard, just kind of enemies that inflict lock. They don't do anything all that much. They pretty much die in one hit. What you really want to kill are the nomads they attack alongside. These are immune to all elements, even if lock manages to be avoided with special equipment. As you can see, my general debuff resistance doesn't handle them. You would have to have specialized equipment for lock. You want to kill these things because if they get away, you don't get boon rewards out of them. And of course you want that. About 1,600 damage ought to do it. This party seems like it'll be able to handle it just fine, assuming that nothing goes awry in the next 10 seconds or so. Which, you know, it probably will. You get hit with fire from the main guy, and yeah, you pretty much have him beating up on you while you're trying to beat up on his children. You jerk. Oh, this is actually kind of bad. But it's okay. Things turned around. Cleave out that eyeball! Kind of hard to do. Oh, Robo learned Electrocute and got Mega Volt. Oh, yes. Oh, this is going to be good. Not to be mean by the poor mother and children that I just killed, but they're annoying to fight, but they're not so annoying that I was going to switch around my equipment to be immune to lock or anything. And oh, more of them. Okay. I guess we're not going to get to really see much here. They don't have any items worth charming or anything, so can I run from this fight maybe? Oh, I can. Okay. I want to do this again because they give a lot of TP and Magus needs to learn his last tech. I didn't realize there'd be another one so soon. Please make... I hope that doesn't mean they go away forever. Oh no! They all came back! I smell a farming spot! Ah, they got away. Still, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Don't get anything besides money off of the first one, no experience or TP, so that's why I was making it such a big deal that I wanted to get them. And we got a third one, okay. 1,000 experience, 200 more TP, Chrono gets a level up, and Magus learned Black Hole. If we can get into a real fight, I'd like to show you what all those do. Oh, hello. You get to be a nice guinea pig. Who's a good mutant? Who's a good mutant with skin made of metal, apparently? Robo learned Electrocute, his ultimate tech. This takes... Ew, you're sucking on Magus's toes? Ugh. Okay, Electrocute is electric elemented, meaning that he can now perform 3 separate types of magic. Magus, you're sure losing your identity, ain't you? That's okay, he'll get his identity back right away because Black Hole is something no one else can do. It's a proximity-based attack that insta-kills. This doesn't work on practically any boss. I can only think of one exception, and it's not something you'd want to use it on. You do still get rewards from killing them. It's not one of those attacks where why would you ever want to use the instant death move because you don't get any reward from it? Nope, he's just that awesome. Harkening back to all that time ago when I said there was an easy way to deal with the Son of Sun, this is it. If Magus can learn Black Hole before that point, he insta-kills the flames around it as long as they're the fake one. It's great. As someone who struggled against that fight so much on my first time, it makes it pathetically easy, and it's almost cathartic to see, because, you know, I never imagined there'd be such a simple way of taking it out. More explanations than we were bargained for. The Flyclops, the Mega Mutants are, Metal Mutants can be charmed to obtain... I'm losing my grip here because I said the wrong thing twice, and now I'm stuck on my words. Turbo Ethers. They can be charmed to get Turbo Ethers. That's what I was trying to say. Flyclopses, new enemies. These are a letdown to their kin. I hate to tell you, but it's the truth. For how involved and interesting these guys were back on the Ocean Palace, how they mirrored our own abilities and could use double and triple text with each other, and countered with elements that were not the right one. All these ones do is counter with MP busters to steal 10 MP and then essentially throw it away because they don't use any magic. They've sure waned a lot, but I guess that's what a few thousand years will do to you. They're very weak. All they're there to do is be annoying and steal your MP. The best thing about them is, you guessed it, stealing their stuff. Golden studs are great accessories. I've sung high praise of them many a times. Your ears thank me for that not being literal and only figurative, so I'll gladly take that. Since it didn't get the attention it deserved because I was slurring over my own words, oh. Well, maybe it'll still be a little bit yet before we get to see this, because, oh, no, you're not gonna fight me? You're really not gonna fight me? Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to fight me? Because, you know, it's fine if you didn't, okay. I didn't really go into what Chrono and Robo's dual tech was right there, and it's kind of a shame because it's a pretty good one, and it is different from a lot of other dual techs we've been seeing lately. Oh, one of these, another elevator segment just like in the Ocean Palace. Sure, Ayla can come with us. It's an enemy gauntlet. Oh, these. All right, you guys are pretty unique, pretty special. These are Hydrocondas. They attack in packs of 4, and they eat each other for 1/2 of max for 1500 HP. Pretty much they just power up off of eating each other and use bite to insta-kill. You do want to charm them, of course, because they are a Black Omen enemy, so who could have seen that one coming? Got a Mega Elixir from that, so that's a good item. And this attack. Megavolts is powerful lightning magic. It just puts together both of their light element techs and makes them really powerful, but you wouldn't know it from this context that I chose to show it off in. These enemies are special in that in the Super Nintendo they have a possibility of dropping a glitched item. As far as I've been able to find, this glitch item is unique to the English localization of Chrono Trigger, like so many other problems I've pointed out apparently. Just seems to be a thing that I have to talk about all the time. It's known as the Wolflobe Sword because it looks like it's spelling out the word Wolflobe on screen, even though it is just a bunch of glitched up characters overlapping with one another. It's displaying like 3 different item names at one time, and with them overlapping, it appears to spell that out. It doesn't appear in your inventory. It's not an item for Chrono or anything. It's just a glitched item that shouldn't be in the game. Some other enemies have been observed dropping this item like Gato, but this is typically if anybody's gonna see it in a playthrough, it's gonna be right here. Why did I run from that fight? Oh, they don't. Well, it's because Black Hole isn't Magus's ultimate tech. He's still got one more to go beyond the instant kill one. This guy never settles for just being cool enough. I thought I could rematch them like in the other room just to make things convenient, but it doesn't seem so. Hydrocondas are pretty easy. Good source of mega elixirs, but aside from what sounds like a pitch for a breakfast cereal, now that I say that out loud, it's not really all that special. I am ungodly paranoid in this room and do not want to go onward without Ayla because there's tons and tons of potential panels on the wall and I am not missing out on a single one of them, damn it. Okay, good. Magus in the party, Ayla in the party, good combination. We'll just deal with these guys. Got them both. Magus gets a level up, Ayla does too. Always seems like we get level ups in pairs. It's like the celebrity deaths, but we get stronger instead of weaker. Yeah, I'm just awkward. Okay, well, we'll go down here, get our first treasure chest after all this time containing a mega elixir. Can never have enough of those. Best item. Best item. And more of these guys. Okay. Well, we might not have any new text to show off, but Ayla, doesn't mean you can't make out with them all the same. I don't discriminate. And we haven't used Luminaire in far too long, and I just feel like being a badass here, so we'll do Luminaire, we'll make them all bright to the point where they're practically blinded, and then we'll follow up with Magus just shrouding them in darkness so that it's all the stronger. It's like when you bathe in the spa for a while, and then you go jump in the pool, and it gives a shock to you because it's so cold, even though it's just normal temperature. Don't do that. We used to do that for fun a lot as kids, and while it felt kind of cool, I've heard that can actually be dangerous in certain situations, so maybe don't follow my example and do what I'm symbolically doing in this fight. I say it like there's some kind of deep narrative here at play. Sure. Steal MP off my physical attacker. Go ahead. See if I care. Already got what I wanted off of you. You just love cleaving enemies whenever they got big giant eyeballs on them, Chrono. I mean, it's what Link would do. Alright. Over here, 30,000 G. Suddenly I don't feel so depressed about the fact that I bought those helmets that I ended up not really needing all that badly. And I guess... Map looked filled in to me. And then I assume over here it's the same thing? No, it's not. They had nothing to give but gratitude, which just sort of happens sometimes, even if you look as promiscuous as one possibly can. Awesome. So awesome, in fact, that Magus started dancing. You don't see that every day. Unless it's the Millennial Fair. No need to see those fights because they're just regular attack slap fests. I see treasure. And I go to treasure. It's how my little feeble hero mind works. Magic Crest. We've already obtained one of these, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to make absolutely sure of that. Oh no, only one. +5 magic, +5 magic defense. Get that out of here. We are far beyond as a developed civilization from such measly peanuts. You run around in the Black Omen for a while, getting showered in fantastic items that are going to make your time against Lavos so much better for you. And it occurs that Magus, or rather that we as a group, have just gotten 2 more golden studs, and Magus is able to kill enemies in one hit with Black Hole. It makes sense to equip that whenever you just want to end a fight because you still get the rewards all the same. Hey, you guys, I got something to show you. It's an alternate dimension where gravity crushes you inside out. And you experience spaghettification. Doesn't that sound delicious? Oh, oh no, we're not Omni. Oh, it's proximity based around his body and they're just barely too far away. Okay, I get it that it's like that, so you can't do it on certain enemies, but wow, that's kind of suckish that as soon as I got the idea to do that, then it just didn't work. Got a turbo ether, Chrono's level increased, so at least something good came of it. Why won't you guys fight me? What did I ever do to you? Please, try to murder me. It's all I ask from you. Can you please find it in your heart to maim me? Vigilance hat, so another one of those, and an elixir. This room looks awfully promising. Ayla's got her MP. Okay, we're good. Up here, get another Mega Elixir and a Nova Armor. Put that on Glenn, because he's so... I've noticed this. This is a trend. Whenever I look through everyone in the party to see who needs the equipment the most, he's always the one that I have not outfitted with everything that everyone else has. I don't know if that's a subconscious trend. Maybe I just see him as already strong in so many situations, so I feel like it's not needed to up him all the time, or I just want it on other characters more. But it's always, always him. What will you do? Just chat. Hard to make a living here. Good humor, good humor. Way to pick up the mood at a time like this. He has a lot of healing items. It's the end. Stock up. He sells turbo ethers normally now. First time that we've seen this. 20 of them is great though. No equipment, okay. Oh, 3 of you. And in a place like this, you have a long journey ahead of you yet, so please rest here a while. Of course, if you wish to escape from the Omen, I'll see what I can do. No need to escape. Behind them is another Mega Elixir and a Haste Helm. The Haste Helm will double the wearer's speed, which is outrageous to say out loud, actually. Halves time between turns. And this stacks with speed being star, so you betcha I'm gonna stick that on him. Chrono's been without his counterattack for a while, so before I forget, the Wrath Band will go back on him. I just saw it up there. Yep. That sounds pretty great. But it is as the news say. We have a ways ahead of us. It's still going to be a while, and we've hit a good stopping point. So we're gonna end things off here. Next time on Chrono Trigger, we'll see if we can get Magus's final tech as we fight our way through the rest of the Black Omen. See you guys then.